The Steam Link. It's usually $50. Steven and I picked it up for $20 in the Black Friday seasonal sales, also Cyber Monday. The sale went on for a while. If you didn't get one, you're gonna regret it. Steam Link is a tiny box. It is tinier than a 750 Ti. I can tell you also, it's sleek, it's gonna fit in your entertainment system. It's got a side USB, 2 back USBs, a Ethernet port, and an HDMI out. If your network only provides 2.4 gigahertz and you can't wire it up with the way your house is set up, this is not going to help you. Don't get it. Don't get it unless you have some sort of network upgrade path in mind. If you have 5 gigahertz throughout your house, this thing is going to be alright. You're going to be able to play most games pretty well. Wired in, this thing works fantastically. There's less than a millisecond of lag between the computer and your Steam Link, and you might as well be playing at your computer. Your network really matters. If you're somebody who has a great in-home network and you're able to Ethernet plug this thing up right to a switch, right to your computer, then you're going to be able to have an amazing experience. If you don't have that ability, that's something that you really need to consider when you're thinking about streaming versus creating a home theater PC. When it's wired in, there's no lag. We're able to watch Raising Hope on Netflix, and then I can pop over to a game instantly. You can pull up Spotify and not have the mobile version, and we have the TV hooked up to my nice big speakers. There's a lot of fun and functionality of having my gaming computer there, but also leaving it at my office so I can edit. I can edit on the TV through the Steam Link, but if I need some time in my office to edit or work on something or write something, my computer's still in the office and I don't have to lug it back and forth. So if you've got Steam running on your computer and you're logged in, the setup process is really simple. You plug this into your network or hook it up through wireless. It's going to pull an update or two. It's going to take just a few minutes, and then you'll be able to select your computer because it's going to find it, because it's going to be on your home network and it's going to have Steam running. It takes care of all the logistics for you. Suddenly you're streaming. It has 2 modes for streaming, really. It has what's called big picture mode. This is a way to kind of navigate on your TV with bigger pictures and a little more clear path between your games and such. It's nice. It does have a few bugs. Big picture mode's not my favorite, but mostly what I'm trying to do is just load up a game. I leave it on big picture mode when I boot it up because it boots in, I can scroll down real quick, select the game, and go. Without big picture mode, it's really just streaming your desktop, and this is a way you can play most any game. You can use your browsers, you can use anything that you would normally use on your computer. So with this thing, you don't need Steam's proprietary controller. However, you can use it just fine, but you can use lots of controllers just fine. I know PS4 works with it. We were able to get an Xbox 360 wireless adapter to plug in, and then it worked immediately. I have one of those generic controllers. We actually have a review of that. You can click the link here. Just have a generic Xbox 360 controller. And like the $8 one. And if anything wouldn't work, it would be that controller. I did have some trouble with it, but I plugged in a USB hub. Oh, it's dirt. That's okay. Okay. Props. So one thing to note is this thing is pretty lax when it comes to controllers. You can use the Steam controller, but that doesn't come with it, and it's kind of expensive. But it'll work just fine with it. You can also use PS4 controllers. We were able to get an Xbox 360 wireless hub plugged into it, and the controller worked great. Also, this is the generic, super cheap, like $8 controller you can find everywhere. If you've ever thought, gee, I wish I had my computer in my living room, but I don't want to lug it in there, you don't have to with the Steam Link. You're a candidate for the Steam Link.
But it's not only good for living rooms. The bedroom, hey, you want to play games in your bed because you're going to bed or whatever.
Yeah.
Power it on.
I want to make some notes. It's not only good for your living room, it's also good for your bedroom or any room where you have some good network connectivity and a TV that you don't have your gaming computer and you would like to play games in there more often. but you can't because you don't have it. I would definitely recommend using games that need a controller, simply because the logistics of getting a mouse and keyboard out isn't quite as usable. I use a trackpad keyboard combo, and that's So one thing to keep in mind, even though this works great with controllers, always leave a keyboard and mouse plugged in, because you're going to need it from time to time. Because every now and then when you're using your computer, your controller's just not going to cut it, especially if you've exited big picture mode. Your controller's not going to work at all. So leaving a keyboard and mouse plugged in will really let you get the full usability of this. Every now and then, like for say starting up Skyrim, I have to hit the button with my controller, I move over to my keyboard and mouse, select play, and then I can come back to my controller and continue streaming through the Steam Link. You don't have to run back to your room or anything when you have the keyboard with you. So the Steam Link is cheap, it is streaming in your living room, it is the best option. The NVIDIA Shield, we can pretty much go neck and neck with the NVIDIA Shield. The NVIDIA Shield is pricey and it only works with NVIDIA cards. If you have the money, the Shield has more functionality than this for sure, but the streaming limitations are the same. It's 5 gigahertz or plug-in, and plug-in is definitely the best option. So the Shield's not going to help you there. And the Shield has more smart TV capability, but when you are just trying to stream, really, this is going to be what you need. It's about 80% of the functionality of the NVIDIA Shield for about 10% of the cost. Don't quote me on the numbers, I'm just kind of giving you an idea of what you're looking at. If you're looking for a way to get your gaming computer in another room when you have a good network, this is definitely a good buy. It's cheap and it works. If you're looking for more tutorials about gaming and video or anything related to beefy computers or tech in general, keep your eyes peeled for Tech Dive to have more videos coming out soon. We also have lots of videos that have come out, so check those out too. There's going to be links surrounding my head. There's going to be links below me and above me. We're just going to put links all over the screen, and there we go. I'll see you next time.